I'm Coach Dave. Welcome back to Coach's Corner.
Come on.
All right, Coach Dave McDonough here, Coach's Corner podcast. We have a great guest here today, John Gotti Jr., his son, John Gotti III, fighting Saturday night in Foxwoods Casino. John, as a dad, congratulations, first of all, your son, his career and everything else. How do you sit as a father with your son, watching your son
I don't
fight?
I never sit. I stand. And in fact, Mr. Birchfield, Jimmy will tell you, any fight, no matter where we're at, no matter what it was, starting from the evolution when we started in MMA and evolving over now to boxing, listen, it's like me every time my son fights, like I'm waiting for a jury to come back with a verdict.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can akin it and sum it up, because that's all I really know. That being said, I don't sit down. I stand. When the fight's over, that's the first time you'll ever see me sit down. I don't sit because I'm a bundle of nerves, because he's my kid.
Yeah.
He chose a tough profession. How
do you look, MMA background, 5-1, 2-0 as a boxer, fought the highest level of Floyd Mayweather. What's your take on his evolution in the sport? Because, most people start 20, 30 amateur fights. Right. He's right there in the top level. Yeah. How do you rate his evolution? Not as his dad.
Right. As a critic.
As a critic.
I will. Okay, and I'll be objective. When you're an MMA fighter, and John's only exposure to combat sports basically evolved very late in life, 21 years old. So you're now training in MMA, you're learning MMA, you know how to station your legs in MMA. Every punch you throw is a setup to take down, so the wide width of your legs. And then all of a sudden, as a result of the Conor McGregor fight against Floyd Mayweather, it became interesting. I says, look at this. I think he could do this too. So Floyd's a friend of mine. We sat and had dinner one night in the city, and I said, look, if you ever want to do this again, I says, consider my kid. We got the call about a year and a half later, and said, look, maybe we could put something together. So I told my son, John, do you want to do it? He says, yes. He began training for boxing, really only no experience at all. Started training for that fight, but the fight kept getting delayed. That being said, he wound up taking 2 pro fights in the interim, waiting for that fight to happen. Won both of them convincingly. Then the fight eventually did happen, and now he's hooked on boxing. He doesn't want to go back to MMA. The option's there.
Yeah.
The option's there, and if the right opportunity is there, he'll take it. But right now, he wants to stay with boxing.
I mean, look, these sports are all about opportunities, where they come as your career, because this is your career. So you know what? You got to take the right opportunities. Now we see him getting ready for a fight October 11th in Foxwoods Casino.
Right.
Not to get past this, what do you see in the future for your?
You know what? I support whatever he wants to do. He wants to stay in boxing. God willing, that's our night. The gods of war cooperate with us on Saturday night. We have a bigger plan. There's going to be a bigger fight on the horizon, and we're looking to do something as well with Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Floyd's going to be doing a card soon. He's looking to fight Mike Tyson. It sounds, and they're telling me it's real. They're telling me it's very real. We'd love to be on that card.
Yeah. Well, you've been there already. Look, I saw the fight. I mean, for him to go in there and what he was doing and how he evolved, I'm excited to watch him fight Saturday night. I'm excited to see the evolution of him. I know, speaking to him, he changed his team a little bit. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a good move, because John is, in the words of his grandfather, he has a hard time showing people the door. His lead trainer, Derek, nice man, but he was good for MMA. He was a good striking coach for MMA, and he's a good guy. But I think John needed a good head trainer that was boxing and only boxing. Marco Garagaro is a legendary boxing trainer out of Newton, Mass. He trained the Olympic team. He trains many pros. He's only in the last several months with John, his maturity level has jumped leaps and bounds now in boxing. That being said, everything changes, and with that evolution of John, your trainers have to evolve with you as well. You just can't stay with the old guard. If he goes back to MMA, the old guard would work. He's not doing MMA, he's doing boxing. And I tried to explain to him, I said, John, your lead guy has to be a professor of boxing.
Yeah, like I said, it takes a village, and your team is everything. You got to vibe with your team. Okay. Your trainer is not only your trainer, he's a psychiatrist, he's your friend, he's your dad, he kicks you in the ass some days, he hugs you the next, but you got to have that guy in the corner to lead you to victory. Well, John, I really appreciate you taking your time.
Thank you. Taking the time
and look, we're excited to see him fight Saturday night, and we wish you guys best in the future.
Well, I wish
John
I could say
Gotti Jr.
wish I could say I was excited.
Well, you will be afterwards, sir.